howdy. Hopefully you can see me, hopefully you can hear me. My camera is not exactly pointing where I want it to, but I can't really move it at the moment. I put it too far forward and I'm on a river. I'm here in Shrewsbury, my hometown. I've come out for a quick evening paddle on this beautiful Thursday evening, and I'm doing a quick paddle to the pub and back again. Now, breaking a fairly well-established rule of river kayaking in that I'm going out downstream and I'm going to have to come back upstream. But other than that little bit you hopefully saw in the footage earlier of me scraping my skeg on the bottom, it's pretty slow moving. There's just that little bit at the end, it's a bit fast flowing. There's a couple of fishermen out on that island there. Hopefully they won't be back there when I come back, so I can come back up the other side of the river, which I know I've done before and is doable. I mean, I think the other way is doable as well. It's just I'm going to have to scrape my skeg again, so I'm going to have to really paddle hard through the fast flowing and the scraping of my skeg, so which is a bit of a pain. And like, I'd be tempted to take my skeg off if there was somewhere to do that close by where those rapids are. I say rapids, there's just a little bit fast flowing, but there isn't really anywhere really close. Could do with a shorter skeg, I think. I could do with both the shorter and a longer skeg. I'd quite like a longer skeg for ocean paddling, or ocean, I say ocean for coastal paddling, and I'd quite like a shorter skeg for river paddling. Well, I have got a spare skeg, but it doesn't fit very well. I can get it into the skeg mount, but it's really difficult, and it's really difficult to get back out again. So I tend not to use it, but I could sort that out, maybe sand it down a little bit so it fits easier, and then also trim it so it's shorter. Get my Dremel out and trim it down. So we're just going under the road here, one of the roads I've just driven over on my car. There is a bit of a beach ahead. I'm going to stop there and turn the camera around, I think. I have done this paddle before, but I haven't done the return leg. I've paddled to the pub that I'm going to, and then I paddled way past it as well, but obviously going downstream the whole way, so I don't think it's that far, maybe a couple of miles, so it should be fairly straightforward. As I say, the water's pretty slack, so I'm not too worried about getting back for the most way. It's just that last bit, paddling against that might be interesting, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Okay, well, I'm not going to stop at that beach because there was a couple of lads there. There is a lot of fallen trees in this river at the moment. It's probably the biggest hazard I'm worried about. Most of them are fairly to the sides, so as long as I stick to the middle. This bit of the river is not trafficked by motorboats, maybe the odd little one, but lots of happy looking seagulls here. Well, they're not happy anymore because I'm here and they've flown off. I suspect the sun is behind me for most of this as well, which is going to make it not so great footage. Another tree going almost across the whole of the river here. Oh, there's a heron. Missed that one. I can just pull in here. Try and sort my camera out. I think hopefully you're facing me a bit better now. This river smelled a bit today, so I guess one of the reasons I didn't kayak last year was all the stuff in the media about river pollution and sea pollution, and kind of put me off a lot actually. That and the weather, generally the weather last summer wasn't great. But this year I thought, well, hopefully it's better, but also I'm not planning on going for a swim. So, you know, I should be okay. If I fall in, I fall in. Probably got bigger things to worry about than a bad belly. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about how shallow and fast flowing this next bit looks. That might be a little too shallow and fast flowing for me. Were you just out for a walk, or?
No, I've come down to prune these willows back a bit.
Oh, I see.
I fished this
Oh, do you? Yeah, they are. There's quite a lot of trees in the river.
willows.
Sorry, I can't turn around very well. I've got a bad neck. Yeah, I'll get in my boat and then I'll be able to see you. Do you get much luck in terms of fish off this peg? Yeah, I mean, I must admit I didn't come out last year at all because of everything in the media about, you know, what was in the water. But then I thought this year I can't.
No.
I mean, the weather was crap last year as well, so that didn't help. But anyway, I must press on because I've got to get back to my car before. Just back up to the weir.
Oh, right.
I just left my car up by the side of the road up there.
Yeah.
I was going to go a bit further. I was going to try and get to the Corbett Arms in, is it Uffingham?
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a fast flowing bit back there, and I could get down it, but I wasn't sure I'd be able to paddle back through it. If I'd gone any further, I don't know whether I would have got back without.
Oh, right.
Basically, because I was going to go for a pint at the pub and then paddle back, but I think I probably could have got through them, maybe scraping the bottom a little bit.
Yeah.
I have done it before. Yeah, I just didn't, because I've got to go back to the car. I didn't think I'd be able to get back through them. So anyway, I'll let you get on with your willow. Yeah. Take it easy. Well, he was a nice chap. Nice chat. Obviously, Shrewsbury born and bred. You probably couldn't hear much of his side of the conversation, and I'm probably not going to show much of it anyway. But yeah, that chap. Where I stopped there to change the camera battery because I ran out of camera battery. I was sat on his fishing peg, so he was coming to just give it a tidy up. He was just chatting to me. He was more than happy to talk to me. It wasn't like I was trespassing or anything, but yeah, he was a nice chap. But anyway, basically what happened was I had to abort. Got to those rapids, and I have done them before, but the water level is so low at the moment. I was going to scrape on the bottom there, and it was really fast, and I just don't think I would have got back up the river. I probably would have had to get through the rapids, get to the pub, and then get a taxi back to my car, which is not what I was there for. So I decided to turn around. It's pretty difficult to turn around. The river was already, the sort of start of the rapids has already got me a bit. I wish I could got it on camera, but yeah, the start of the rapids had already got me a bit, and I had to paddle really, really hard to get out of the beginning of the rapids. But once I did, I'm back up onto the flat bit. So I'm not far back now. As soon as I've got a bit of time, I might stick the drone up and get a bit of footage. So this beach coming up here, park up. This is where the two lads were before. I'm going to park up and fly the drone for a bit, try and get some footage of me at this area. Try not to lose my drone like I did the last time. Well, I tried my drone for a bit, but I still don't have a lot of confidence with it. It just doesn't seem to respond the way I want it to when I'm in my boat. I don't know why. I'm sure it's fine, but it just didn't seem to be doing what I wanted to. Got a little bit of footage, but I think it's rubbish. So we'll see if I put it in. Anyway, it's a bit late. I said I'd be back home by 9. It's now like 8:30. I'm still going to get back and pack up. So I'm going to press on. Front camera is recording. I'm going to press on, try and get through this last bit of water and get through the last bit of rapids around the island and get back to where I need to land. And I'll see you back there. Nearly back to the island split now. Hopefully those fishermen have gone. Still going to be hard though, getting up that fast flowing water. Trying to save some of my energy for it. But this is a bit more hard work than I expected. It's fine though, but I think yeah, getting to the pub and back in such a short space of time would have been a bit much. If I'd had all day, maybe fine. I could have, you know, those rapids, I probably could have got through them going downstream, but then if I had to come back upstream, I could have maybe portaged or even waded. I reckon they were very shallow. But when I have only got a couple of hours and it's starting to get dark, not really sensible. So a bit of a failure, but I'm glad I came out. And if anything, it's given me a bit of a workout for when I do need to paddle a bit more in the coming weeks. So we're pretty close now, and there's a couple of places I could get out if I absolutely needed to here, just before we get to the split where the island is. And then, okay, it'll be a bit of a walk with the backpack on my back, but definitely doable. Yeah, I can see it just there, mate. Any luck? No. Okay, I've just stopped at this, what I'm sure is a private mooring, just to assess these rapids. I'm going to have to go for it. I scraped a little bit on the way down, but they weren't that fast flowing. So I'm hoping if I maybe stick to the left hand side, it'll be a bit better, but I'm just going to power through it, I think, and hope that momentum will take me over both the scraping and the rapids. So front camera's on, so let's go. Some absolutely beautiful houses at this part of the river, but it does smell quite bad at the moment. All right. Not very far because it's pretty shallow at the moment. I was hoping to get to the pub at Uffingham. Uffington? Yeah. But there's a set of rapids down there which are normally okay. Yeah, but it's too shallow. I never got back through them, I don't. Rather annoyingly, I forgot to bring a towel, so I'm just going to have to put it away as it is, get it out in the morning, and get it out in the morning and give it a dry. Sorry. Gets me every time as well. Yeah.